Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about the new Moon Abyss event that has started. I have done some of it. I've cleared normal and I'm progressing through hard mode now. But I just wanted to talk about just some of the things that I've learnt while doing it, and just give you some tips as well on clearing it. So first off, in normal mode, it'll start off very easy. Like most people should be able to do, probably the first 10 floors aren't too bad, and you get some rewards for each clear. There's no requirement, things like winning within a certain number of turns and stuff like that. You just have to clear it. But the main thing to keep in mind is the health that your units have at the end of the battle will carry over to the next fight. So therefore, let's say your tank, being Gin, for example, let's say she ends the battle on half health, then she'll start on half health in the second battle, right? Or the next battle. But Gin does heal during the battle, so hopefully she does heal by the end of it, but just keep in mind that things like that do carry over. So for example, Skadi will also, when she attacks, she loses half her health, right? But she'll come into the next battle with half health. But you can heal her back up during the next battle. So as long as you assign Franca to heal your Skadi, for example, every time you go into the battle, you get healed up, and then she'll lose health, and rinse and repeat. So it is nice to have support healers for your tanks, especially the ones that are taunting, of course, like your Gin, Farnese, Nastia, etc. Also, there's what I have called a haze feature, which is sort of like I guess you could think of it as like a debuff on the map, or buff. So in this case, support power is increased for both sides, right? One important one to note is it will change every 10 floors, and then on I think the first 20 are fine, but on floor 21 onwards, they'll be immune to charm and control and continuous damage, right? So from here, you'll stop using things like Crim. I believe Julius is the control type for her stun as well, so things like that will be basically useless, so you just take them out. Also, any units that die during a battle will also not be able to be used in the next battle until you do a reset. So, like when you enter in your tower or your abyss, you will have a check status button here. So you can like rearrange it as well. Maybe sort like by level. So then like you see all your units, right? So you can see like which ones are have been defeated, etc. And then you can reset. This reset button will reset every single unit back to full health. Now, my recommendation here though is when you're doing your floors, you should use all of your units before you reset. Right? You don't have to use your level 1s and stuff, but anything that's decently leveled, make the most out of them, because any units that they defeat during the battle will also not return on the next fight. So you don't have to like redo it all over again. You can essentially whittle down each floor, right? Even if you're sort of stuck and unable to progress like very well, you can just like slowly kill off some of the units each time, and then reset for the next day, and then you can at least push that way. So I think some of the newer players will get stuck because they're just not progressed enough, and this is something that is like going to like hard mode and the later floors on normal. There's a lot more end game type content. So don't be upset if you don't clear the whole thing. Just do the best you can, because there are still nice rewards. Like you get a lot of gems and stuff. Some experience is pretty nice, and also these boxes are pretty good, especially for free to play. Like getting a selector for your resonance gear is really nice. And if you manage to get to floor 30, you can get an SSR resonance box. So I guess the main goal is to at least clear normal for that. Okay, so you just try to make the most of your units and push as much as you can. So this is the benefit, like the way to sort of build around progressing Moon Abyss, if you're trying to level your units for it, is you want a large pool of units leveled up. They don't necessarily have to be super well geared, like they don't need max cores or anything. Just usable cores at 6-star is good enough, and if decently leveled up to probably like level 90 for SSR units, that is good enough. As long as you're one-shotting the opposing units. They do get tankier as you go into hard mode, but that's okay. Like I think having a deeper pool of units is better because you can make the most of your resets better if you have more units to utilize. So, because even if you have to sacrifice your units to clear floors, at least you'll eventually get there. And you have 2 weeks to do this, so there's plenty of time to improve your units and utilize your daily resets. One thing to note as well is with the daily reset, your first one is for free. In hard mode, you don't have to pay for further resets apparently, but in normal mode, the second and third reset costs 30 gems. Now it's sort of up to you whether you want to spend those. As a free-to-play, I probably wouldn't bother using them unless you think you can really push to the end. But I'll leave that up to you on whether you want to do that or not. Now for hard mode, there's this feature where you select like buffs and debuffs for both yourself and the enemy, and choosing more will increase the points, right? I believe the I'm not 100% sure of this because I haven't cleared it yet, but if you look at target rewards, this is the reward clear, right? I believe that's the Haze tier, I think. So I'll double check later and maybe I'll make an updated video once I've cleared everything. But I think you only need 30 Haze points to get rank 30. I'm just guessing though. And then rank 80, I'm assuming that's like you have to have everything selected. But it's not like that big of a deal. Like you get an emblem, which is cool and all. But like otherwise the rewards like aren't really much better. Like the best reward is at 30 because you get like a perfect 6-star or like legend quality 6-star out of it, which is pretty good. But you can reset, so I think you might be able to like redo it again. Like let's say you clear it on tier 30, you might be able to re-clear it on tier 80. I'll find out later as well. Because I don't play CN, so I don't know, or ZH, so I haven't got any experience. I'm just going by what I've seen and what I've read about it. Now, so also some units that are good for this mode are things. I'll just go into a battle as an example, because like basically once you get to the higher floors, they'll start spamming a ton of units. So anything that has multi-clear will be really good for this. For example, like Forvira is really good because she does like a cross-shaped attack, right? So she can kill 5 units in one turn, depending on the positioning of the units, right? So it's potentially 5. So usually you get at least 3, sometimes 4, etc. Units like Alice, if she's skilled up, and Starry are good because they also do multi-clear by their like additional attacks or their like the EX ability. So, for example, Starry, if she kills a unit, she'll do more like another attack basically to the unit with the lowest health, so that she can clear 2 units in one turn, right? Which is really good. Xiaoming's not the best, only just because she's single target, but she has her uses because she can kill basically anything without attack buff because if she's invested into, right? Skadi's really good because she has a pierce, which is like a 2-tile attack. Well, I just call it pierce because of that. Units like Morgan are really good. I have not leveled mine yet, but that will be a unit that I will want to level at some point. So Morgan Le Fay, she's good because you can set her up to nuke one of the assault units, right? And if she's built enough, then she should be able to wipe out most of the board. And I think that'll be really fun when I can afford to build her. So I'll test that eventually. But for those who have a Morgan build, I think she's worth using here. Let's say for your tanks, obviously anything that taunts is really good because you need to keep them off your main DPS, right? Because your DPS are going to be squishy, so if they get hit by anything here, they're pretty much going to die, right? And you don't want to lose units because like eventually you're going to get attritioned out and you have to reset. So protecting your DPS is very important. So units like Nastia is really good, Gin is really good. I don't have a Gin built on this account, but it's worth having like multiple tanks for that reason. So that if one of them dies, then you can replace it with the other one. Farnese is obviously very good because she's good at dealing with certain units that explode, especially the Scorpions, which counterattack. Because all your DPS, if they attack the Scorpion, they'll get retaliated and they'll die as well. But Farnese is good because she can attack those Scorpions. There's not on this stage, but if there's a Scorpion, she can attack them, and the counterattack won't kill her, or it shouldn't because she's quite tanky. But even if it does do enough damage to kill her, she has a second life, right? And the second life is very useful as a tank. You'll find that she has very high survivability. But there are some dangerous units. I can't see them on this one, but there is one particular unit that has like a dispel on her attack. It looks like it's like one of the only female monster units I've seen. She's a tank class, so you'll recognize her when you see her. But yeah, just check their abilities to make sure like you know what each unit does. Your knowledge of combat is very important for this event, right? Because you need to know how these units interact, what tiles they attack, and then like what happens when you have a tank to tank the attack. For example, even though this guy is on here and the projected attack shows that it's attacking Farnese and that the square to the diagonal of her, it won't actually attack her as long as Nasty is on the battlefield because she's auto taunting, right? So this will actually attack Nastia, right? Same for like these dolphins, like they're supposed to attack the second line, but it should attack the Nastia as long as she doesn't have her taunt dispelled or anything like that. And there are some units that ignore taunt as well, like the lizard-looking tank unit. He does a lot of damage as well, so I believe he bypasses the tank from what I've seen. But yeah, you should check stuff like that. Kokoro Kami actually also is another good unit. For example, because look at this whole back line can get destroyed by a Kokoro Kami attack, right? And you should focus prioritizing the dangerous units. So mostly the assault units and some of the tank units are the ones that you want to make sure you get rid of first. Especially ones that are early in the turn. For example, if you look at my turn order here, I am... wait, actually this is wrong. I should be... like this. So basically what I'm trying to do is Odora will buff like this line, and Alice will hit this one, right? Now, because there's actually no, this is not right at all. I think I forgot to save the format. Oh, actually, I set up the formation before, but it didn't save properly. So I was gonna let's work through this as an example so that you know how to make it work. So I'm gonna do like this. Let's see. Right. So at least let's start off with the first few units. I want Alice to get this unit, and the Flavira will be, she hits the second row, right? So she'll hit this whale or dolphin looking thing, and that will hit in the cross, so it will hit this one, this one, this one, and this one. So these three are pretty dangerous assault units, so I want to get rid of them ASAP, right? So that is, and the support is, most supports are generating, or as like they're not really a priority, but if I can hit them off a splash like this, then that's fine, it's great. But obviously the priority are these units, right? Now then, I guess Xiaoban can attack and she'll just hit the front unit, which is fine. It would be nice to get rid of that unit, because if it's alive and we make it to the next round, then because it's a heavy, it's going to act pretty early, so it might hurt my team if that happens. Okay, then actually let me check. So Alice should, I think she hits with the weakest units on her follow-up. Nearest, the furthest enemy. Okay, that's okay. So she'll hit this. The furthest enemy is probably something in the back line, so that's okay still. Like, I still need to get rid of this guy anyway. Actually, in fact, it might be better. Actually, never mind. I think that's fine. And then we're gonna have. How am I gonna do this? I'm not sure if I can get these to buff. Sorry, I'm talking about my Lena. I think I'm gonna not put anything in range of like the tanks to splash Lena's heal, because these guys, if they hit the tanks, they will hit like whoever is in that square, right? So it's good to avoid that one. And I think Scarlet probably doesn't need the attack buff to kill a unit anyway. And Starry probably also doesn't need it either. So let's try this. Let's see how we go. So this is like, yeah, sort of the thought process I go through while planning these stages. Okay, actually the whale might attack, so this might be, or it should at least hit nastier, so that's not too bad. Okay, so that's fine, so she can tank that, and now Fulvira can nuke that cross. The support guy died, but that's fine, like, it was gonna die anyway. So these three problematic units are gone. I have my Finesse, actually still a little far away, so hopefully Nastia can tank most of this until Finesse can move and get her torn up. Also, Nastia is really good for this because she has a shield, and shields will regenerate, like, you know, at the start of the battle, and protect your health bar from going down, right? Which is quite nice. Okay, now she should be able to kill this unit and one more unit that is the lowest health. I think it's this assault guy. Oh no, oh, this one was damaged, so that's why it got that one. Okay. So we should be pretty good from here. Because Nastia still has, she will refresh her taunt at the beginning of the battle, or the beginning of the round. So that guy should still hit her. Oh, actually, no, she has, Fanny's also has a taunt, so that's okay. She lost some health, but it's not a big deal. She's got good survivability anyway, so even if she loses health and carries it over, that's fine. Okay, so that's pretty much it. These battles take a while, so I don't know if I'm going to record all of them, but I don't know, maybe I'll look at the last 10 floors or something, maybe. Maybe I can do a separate video for that. But I think this is long enough for just an introductory video, so I'll leave it here. So thanks for watching. I'll probably do a follow-up later on and see how I go. So until then, good luck with the event. If you have any questions, leave it in comments. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can, because by the time I upload this video, there'll probably be things I've learned while doing it. So yeah, if there's anything to know, you know what to ask, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.